What's good, breadwinners? It's Monday, December 8th. It's your boy Russ back again with Put Some Bread on It, where we don't just talk the talk, we cash the ticket. If you've been rocking with me, you already know we've been cooking. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button or click our link because the goal is simple. Turn your picks into profit. Let's get this bread. Yesterday, we went 6-3 for the NBA, NHL, NFL, and NCAA basketball games we talked about. We were 10-2 overall for NFL games. This is why I always say it's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Bread stackers know the long game. You win more than you lose, and you stack it up. Let's move on to today's board. We've got some awesome matchups. Remember, this is just a taste. Full picks are over at putsomebreadonit.com. Links in the description. Let's get it. NHL pick 1. Golden Knights 13-6-8. They're still finding their footing on this road trip, while the Islanders 16-10-3 are riding a 3-game win streak. The Islanders' formula remains the same. Elite goaltending from Sorokin and a suffocating defensive system that limits opponents to low-scoring affairs. Vegas is vulnerable to this style of game as their offense relies on space. The Islanders will neutralize the Knights' high-flying attack and pull off the upset at UBS Arena in a tight, low-scoring affair. NHL breadlock. Sharks plus 170, Flyers minus 200. This is a clear mismatch where the Sharks, 13-13-3, are playing their second road game in a tough schedule spot. The Flyers, 15-9-3, are a well-coached team that ranks highly in defensive discipline and goals against. Philadelphia has a knack for dominating opponents they should beat, and their offense is getting clutch secondary scoring. They're going to take advantage of San Jose's weary legs and secure a dominant home victory. NCAA basketball. University of Texas, Southern University. The Longhorns come into this game as heavy favorites. The line opened around Texas, minus 22.5, and the total close to 155.5. After a painful 88-69 loss at home to the Virginia Cavaliers in the ACC SEC Challenge, Texas is desperate to reestablish their rhythm. Meanwhile, Southern enters off a blowout win behind a 22-point showing from shooter Michael Jacobs, but their mid-major status makes this a tough ask. Expect the Longhorns to impose their size and tempo, feeding the paint, controlling the glass, and forcing Southern into contested looks. Early pressure and home court energy should lead Texas to a comfortable blowout. They cover the 22.5 spread. The total edges toward the over, and the Jaguars fall short by 15 to 20 points. NCAA basketball breadlock. Kansas State, Mississippi Valley State. The Wildcats come in as a massive favorite. The spread sits roughly Kansas State minus 30.5, total around 154.5. Kansas State's offense is potent. They average about 84.3 points per game and should eat up an MVSU defense that gives up 88.4 points per game on average. Expect the Wildcats to push a fast pace from the tip, strong inside scoring, solid three-point shooting, and length on defense to force sloppy shots from the Delta Devils. MVSU, coming in at 1-8 overall and winless on the road, is going to struggle to keep pace. The most likely scenario, Kansas State builds a big lead early, cruises to a 20 to 30 point win, covers the spread, and the total hits the over in a sloppy defense, up-tempo game. NFL Monday Night Football, Eagles, Chargers. The Eagles come into this matchup laying minus 4.5 points as the Vegas favorite, and their physicality in the trenches should be the difference from the opening drive. Philly's run game and RPO looks are built to stress a Chargers defense that's been inconsistent against downhill attacks. And Jalen Hurts should control the tempo with long, efficient drives. The Chargers will have their moments behind Justin Herbert's arm, but their inability to close out games late has been a season-long issue. Expect the Eagles' pass rush to create pressure in the second half, forcing key turnovers that swings momentum. With the spread sitting at Eagles minus 4.5 and the total hovering around 47, the matchup sets up for Philly to cover in a moderately high scoring contest. NBA Cup, pick one. Miami Heat, plus 100. Orlando Magic, minus 120. This is a coin flip South Florida showdown, but the Magic are the more complete team this season. They're 14-10. Orlando's defense, ranked top 5, has been suffocating, anchored by the dominant play of returning Banchero and a strong defensive scheme. While Miami's experience is a factor in elimination games, their offense, which tends to rely on scoring surges, is too inconsistent. Orlando will control tempo and force the Heat into a half-court battle, which heavily favors their size. Give me the Magic to win and head to the semifinal in Vegas. NBA Cup breadlock, New York Knicks minus 130, Raptors plus 110. The Knicks, 16-7, are rolling, leading the East in points per game thanks to their explosive new offense. Their primary ball handler has been scoring efficiently and opening up the floor. And the Raptors, 15-9, perimeter defense simply doesn't have the personnel to contain New York's overall firepower in this high-pressure environment. Toronto has been a pleasant surprise this year, but their inconsistent three-point shooting will cost them a game against the disciplined Knicks team. Expect New York to leverage their momentum and move on to the Final Four. Now, don't let your bread get toasted. I break down the numbers every day on the site. We talk trends, matchups, and value plays. If you want to learn how the system works, that's where the real bread is made. Quick question for my bread gang. Drop a comment right now. What's your lock for tonight? I'm pinning the best one in the comments. And if your pick hits, I might shout you out in tomorrow's video. Remember, YouTube pushes this content when y'all engage, so hit that like, subscribe, and bell. Every click helps keep the picks free and the bread stacking. If you want my premium picks, parlays, and live bet alerts, go to putsomebreadonit.com right now. I post exclusive plays there every morning before the line moves. Don't miss the value. Don't miss the bread. That's all for today's show. I'll see y'all tomorrow with some more heat. Until then, keep your slips tight, your bankroll right, and as always, put some bread on it.